Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome.
And we'll get started with, let's see, here is the screen. Okay, cool. Can you guys see our screen? Let me see. Where is
it's right here, honey. Over here.
Okay. There. I know that screen's showing.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome.
Okay, so today's webinar is men's health and hormones. To start, we have a couple questions. We have one question for you, and it's on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being nothing at all, 10 being I know everything. I'm a hormone doctor or a medical doctor or functional medicine doctor, whatever you are. What do you know? How much do you know about men's health and hormones? Right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you know?
Don't be shy. We want your real response.
Yeah. I mean, no negative numbers, but I mean, like a 1 could be a starter number. Okay, there's a chat. All right, Miss V is below a 1. We're at 0. Okay, cool. A -1. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so here. So your first lesson on men's health and hormones is the average male decreases testosterone production by 1.6% every year starting at the age 30. So that means average, by the age 40, you're about 10% less than your optimal levels of testosterone production. And then at 50, you're 20% less. So you're at like 80%. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse. We'll talk about why that is, and we'll also talk about, hopefully we can give you solutions to that problem. Not hopefully, we can, we have some. Okay, so we must understand aromatization. Aromatization is a process in which your body attempts to balance your hormones. It does this by converting testosterone to estrogen. And this process is called aromatization because it's triggered by the aromatase enzyme.
I just want to make sure, can you guys see the slides? Can somebody just give us a confirmation on that where it says it's important to understand aromatase? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
So this is just a really fancy word talking about the natural process between turning testosterone into estrogen.
Okay, so in this study, we show that the aromatase enzyme, the enzyme that triggers the aromatization process, increases with age, fat, and insulin. Right? We can't do anything about your age, but we can do something to decrease fat and insulin or blood sugar with essential oils.
Yes. And it's not just essential oils, of course, there's lifestyle factors. So if any of you decide to get started with us, when you sit down with us one-on-one, which we will take the time to do, we can help you figure out like what are the small lifestyle tweaks that you can make with your food and your exercise in a way that feels really good, that can foster this improvement in your testosterone balance. Okay, so I like this image Evan created, and it shows that as men age and we start to see an increase in estrogen, we can see an increase in obesity. We can see an increase, which will also trigger an increase in estrogen even more so. An increase in inflammation can cause an increase in cortisol. An increase in cortisol causes an increase in blood sugar. An increase in blood sugar causes an increase in fat. All of these things, all roads lead to a more increase in that aromatase enzyme, which means more of that testosterone is getting put into estrogen. And we can't have that. As men age, they need to have healthy amounts of testosterone. It means healthy energy, healthy weight loss. It means healthy brain. If your testosterone starts to go down, it can mean you're more vulnerable to heart disease. So all of these things are so important. People just think of testosterone and they think of muscle mass and libido. It is so much more. When your testosterone is low, we see neurological issues come in, we see heart issues come in. So it's so critical that we reverse this circle. We get this cycle going so you are more balanced.
Okay, so we have a 4-step process to change these up arrows to down arrows. I mean, at least get the arrows gone. But our plan is to make the arrows go down, right? So by decreasing the fat, blood sugar, cortisol, and inflammation, we could stop the process, right? Okay, so we have 4 questions for you guys. The first is, do you want to boost your testosterone naturally? right? So if you could answer us in the chat, do you want this, a yes or no? And you see on the left is the man who has low testosterone. On the right is the man who has a high testosterone.
And this is what so many men are dealing with. The image on the left, this has become very, just typical nowadays, where men are dealing with low mood, brain fog. They're dealing with a lack of focus. We start to see fat deposition in the chest tissue. We see that the beer belly, the hard beer belly in here. These are signs of low testosterone. Of course, erectile dysfunction, low libido, poor athletic performance. Again, these are signs that there is too much aromatase enzyme being activated.
Right, our goal is to help you above and below the waist.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to lose weight faster, boost recovery time, reduce inflammation?
Yes.
Do you want to improve your libido? And have you noticed your hair thinning? Right. Okay, who are we? My name is Evan Esquera. I'm a retired pro mixed martial arts fighter. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and first generation Filipino born in the United States.
And I am Dr. Melissa Esquera. I'm a functional medicine doctor, a chiropractor, an author. I wrote a book all about thyroid and essential oils and how you can use them to balance your thyroid naturally. And I love cats.
Okay, so my wife has made a career out of empowering women to take charge of their hormones. She's spoken on the biggest stages in doTERRA, and she talks all about hormones. But my question has always been, what about men's hormones, right? Don't men also have hormones and hormone issues? So for years, I've heard my wife talk about women and their hormones, but I know that men have hormones too. I'm a 41-year-old athletic entrepreneur.
Almost 42.
Oh, I'm very close to 42. I'm like less than a month away. Oh, it's the 18th.
A month?
Yeah, I'm less than a month away, right? My hair was thinning. My libido was low until I found essential oils. So I use these protocols that we're going to talk to you about every day. And I figured that other men might have these same issues, so they might have use for these same products.
So we want to let you guys know these issues, they are complex. Essential oils, they're just tools that can help you reach peak optimal health when coupled with healthy daily habits. So it's still important to sleep well, which we have oils that can help you do that. Drink water and eat less sugar. So when you get started with us, you also get access to our anti-inflammatory diet, access to natural lifestyle tips and tricks just to make implementing these oils into a healthy lifestyle very easy and straightforward.
Okay.
So in the next 60 to 75 minutes, it'll be shorter, we will show you how essential oils can help raise testosterone, speed weight loss, reduce inflammation, boost recovery, increase libido, and reverse hair loss.
So simply put, if you are not currently using essential oils as part of your daily healthcare routine, you are not living as healthy a life as you potentially could be.
So what's so great about essential oils and why are they so potent? You guys, this is kind of the magic behind essential oils. So for years in my private practice, we used herbs, we used high quality therapeutic medical grade supplements, medical food. I, to this day, love essential oils more than any of those other natural therapeutics. So when possible, I always use essential oils first. And the reason is because of what they are and how they come from the plant. You can literally use 1 drop of essential oil per dose. Whereas with herbs, you need 5 milliliters if you're doing a tonic. You need capsule after capsule to get the powder potency that you can get from 1 or 2 drops of the essential oil.
Okay, so essential oils, what they are volatile aromatic compounds found in plants. They can be found in the flower, seeds, stems, roots, all different parts of the bark and sap of trees. They are steam distilled for or cold pressed for potent therapeutic benefits, and like Melissa said, they are 70 times more powerful than dried herbs. So
not only are you getting major results just by putting the oil on your skin or into your digestive system, but you're saving so much money. So they work on a cellular level, and because of the complexity of essential oils, our bodies don't develop a resistance to them.
Okay, but why are they so expensive? Can't you just buy knockoff fake essential oils on Amazon or Lazada for much cheaper?
You guys, when it comes to your health, you cannot be messing with that kind of stuff. Most of the stuff that you see at the grocery store, or you see online at Lazada or Amazon, it's full of fillers, sometimes alcohol, sometimes just fractionated coconut oil. When you see frankincense at the store for $5, that's not frankincense. Don't get it twisted. This is not a marketing ploy. This is proven. So essential oils, when they're pure, you can actually use just 1 drop per dose in order to get a therapeutic benefit.
Oh, 1 second. So those bottles that you see for $5, it's not frankincense. That is just a frankincense sticker. So just because the bottle has a sticker does not mean it's real oil on the inside. But so the thing is, essential oils are just pennies or pesos per drop. So with pure essential oils, all you need is 1 drop. So how do we use essential oils? There are 3 ways. The first way,
aromatically. You can use it through a diffuser. We have a diffuser in almost every single room. It took us some time to get to that point, but we love diffusing oils because it can really shift the mood of the room. If somebody is feeling sick and they're maybe spreading germs in the air, kind of important nowadays, you can put essential oils in the diffuser, and then you're getting the therapeutic benefit and the antiseptic benefit of the oil engaging with the germs before they have a chance to enter somebody else's nose or mouth. So aromatic is such a wonderful way to use oils.
Especially good for combating airborne viruses.
Yes.
Okay, so the second way we use essential oils is topically. First is aromatically, second is topically, and you can put the essential oils on the part of the body where you need them, right? So you can put Deep Blue on your shoulders, maybe Melaleuca on a pimple. So oils can be paired with a carrier oil if you want. Carrier oils are things like fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil, other things like that, but many of those other oils have a scent to them. So they can change the scent of essential oil if you have scented carrier oil. So we like fractionated coconut oil the best.
I like fractionated coconut oil as well because it doesn't leave that thick residue on your skin like using like almond oil, olive oil, or even pure coconut oil. It's really quite oily. Fractionated coconut oil doesn't leave that on your skin, which we really like. So my favorite way to use oils is internally, and doTERRA has supplement fact boxes on their bottles so that you know if you can use that oil internally or not. Most of them are safe for internal use, and what's so great about using the oils when you internally is you don't lose the oil when you don't lose anything to the air when you use the oils internally. When you put them on topically, about 40% will flash off into the air, which is what you smell. And so 40% flashes off, only 60% gets into the skin.
Okay.
So you can use the oils internally for digestive issues, cellular support, to support the kidney, the urogenital tract. So it's a great way to get like true therapeutic benefit.
In the United States, 37 single essential oils have been approved by the Food and Drug Administration for internal usage.
But hold on, isn't ingesting pure essential oils dangerous? This is an old question that we still hear sometimes. And the answer is no. You guys, we as humans have been ingesting essential oils for thousands of years. They're in leaves, they're in flowers, they're in bark, they're in herbs. If you've ever used herbs, if you've taken supplements that have herbs in them, those oils are still in there. So the answer to that question is no. However, purity is everything. So if you pick up a bottle of, synthetic peppermint oil and you ingest it, then you will probably have some type of digestive discomfort. But if you do that with doTERRA oil, you don't have to worry about that.
So if you've ever drank tea, if you ever ate cinnamon in anything, pure cinnamon, like ground up cinnamon bark, those are trace amounts of essential oils. So if you've ever done those things, you have ingested essential oils. So the first of our 4 questions is, do you want to boost testosterone naturally?
So the following study shows that cinnamon and ginger, when used in combination, has been shown to increase testosterone. You guys, when Evan showed me this study, it blew my mind. I, in truth, have never, ever studied what oils for testosterone, and Evan got on PubMed.gov, and you can do this too. I feel like we're at an age where we all can step into this place of empowerment, and he was researching and researching, looking over studies, learned how to read them, and found this one, and it was so awesome because doing this every day has been so huge for him.
Yeah, so it shows the sperm numbers, percentage of sperm viability and motility, and total serum testosterone increased when ginger and cinnamon, they test ginger alone, cinnamon alone, and the combined ginger and cinnamon complex, right? But they showed that the combined ginger and cinnamon together showed more intense increase in all parameters compared to ginger or cinnamon alone. So use them both together if possible. So how to use them is we put 2 to 3 drops in a veggie cap here. We open up the veggie cap, doTERRA sells veggie caps, and you take 1 in the morning, 1 at night. A bonus to this is you could add 2 to 3 drops of each in your morning coffee, blended with coconut oil, and that's like a
delicious.
Yeah, it's like a gingerbread latte.
So I just want to say one more thing before we move on. The fertility issues are so rampant nowadays, and over 50% of fertility challenges are actually rooted in the man and not the woman. And I think this is something that is very, very misunderstood. Especially women almost always think that it's them, and that we can have all these stories about why it's us, what we did, what we drank, what we, how we partied, right? You guys, if fertility is an issue for you, and I know a couple of people that registered have reached out and said that this is the reason why they're attending this webinar. If fertility is an issue, make sure the man gets himself checked to see if healthy sperm is the challenge. Because if you recall, you can use cinnamon and ginger to promote healthy sperm. That's what this study is actually looking at in addition to healthy testosterone.
Right, and then also you will be connected to us. If you sign up through us, you will be connected to us, and you can have a one-on-one consultation with Melissa about this whole issue, about the fertility issue. So the second of our 4 topics tonight are, do you want to lose weight faster, boost recovery, and reduce inflammation? So we have these 3 oils focused on these 3 things. The first one is to help you lose weight by decreasing the amount of fat that we make. The second is to help boost recovery by externally reducing your inflammation on spots. You do that topically. And then the third is to reduce inflammation systemically, like internally.
Like I did that.
Yeah.
So grapefruit is the first one that we're talking about. I love, love, love grapefruit. This essential oil is cold pressed from grapefruit rinds. The main chemical component is D-pianine and limonene. It has been studied to be very effective at burning fat and slowing the proliferation or creation, that's a fancy word for creation, of fat cells.
And here is our study that that shows that. And yeah, it shows that our results here demonstrate that grapefruit oil efficiently inhibits adipogenesis. Adipose tissue is fat, genesis is the making, so it's like inhibits the making of fat. There are other studies here. There's one that shows lipolysis, right? So can you
fat burning. We have another study that shows that grapefruit helps to stimulate fat burning, lipolysis as well. So my favorite citrus oil to drink is obviously grapefruit. And after we work out, after we get in the sauna, first thing in the morning, we usually do grapefruit instead of lemon because of what it does for your metabolism. Also, if you're somebody that struggles with sugar cravings, grapefruit is great at helping to squash sugar cravings. So a great way to use it is to take 2 to 3 drops in a veggie cap twice daily. You can do it morning and evening, or you can put it in a glass of water. You guys saw I just did 1 glass in my water. People always ask how many ounces. When you're new to oils, I say 1 drop per 12 to 16 ounces of water. As you become more used to them, you could do 1 drop per 10 ounces. It's really up to you, but no more than 3 drops at a time.
And then also topically, you could put the grapefruit oil where on the part of your body that you want to lose fat. So some people put it around like their lower belly, like the upper pubic area. Some people put it around the back, wherever you want to spot lose fat, you can put that on.
The only thing I really caution against doing that Do not do that during the day.
That's right.
So if you're going to do that, go ahead and do it before. If you're going to do a nighttime shower or an evening time bath, because you don't want to put grapefruit on a part of your skin that's going to be exposed to the sunlight for 24 hours. So if you're going to, take a bath at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. at night, and you're going to go to work the next day and you're not going to have your tummy showing at work where you're having like direct sunlight exposure to your belly, you'd be okay because you'd be 24 hours keeping that patch of skin under your clothing where there's no sun exposure. Right. Okay.
Yeah, because grapefruit oil, like many citrus oils, are photosensitive.
Yeah, it can cause, for some skin, it can cause temporary discoloration.
Okay, our second oil to help external inflammation is our Deep Blue Touch. So our Deep Blue Touch is pure essential oil, pure deep blue. So the only one that I had to show here is our Deep Blue Rub. I ran out of the Deep Blue Touch. The Deep Blue Touch is pure, right? Deep Blue Rub that I have is Deep Blue plus lotion.
We have the wrong picture here. We're doing
but
not the touch. So we're not featuring the touch. We don't recommend
that
for
sorry.
adults.
Oops.
So we recommend only the Deep Blue roller for adults.
It's not the wrong picture, it's just the wrong name.
Oh, okay, because the touch is diluted. It has fractionated coconut oil. If you're somebody that needs to boost recovery, you don't want the diluted form. You don't want the touch version. You want the pure form where it's just essential oils, because these oils, they not only do they lower inflammation, but they also help to support recovery of your muscle tissue. Mm-hmm. So of course, this is relevant for you after you work out. But if you're somebody that maybe is a little bit on the weaker side in general, maybe you have a hard time working out, maybe you don't get a chance to work out, you can still feel the inflammation in your muscles. This is going to help, because even if you sit at your desk all day and you have aches and pains, even if you're not out working out, those aches and pains from sitting at the desk, they cause inflammation. So the Deep Blue is relevant for almost every single adult, because we all need help keeping inflammation down in our muscles.
Right, you remember that the inflammation was on that cycle of turning testosterone to estrogen. So we want to decrease every part of that cycle that we can. A couple oils, she talked about repairing damaged tissue. That's the helichrysum here. Mm-hmm. Another one we're going to talk about a little later is ylang ylang. That helps stimulate circulation. So in the muscles and joints, stimulating circulation can help the repair. But later on, we'll talk about stimulating circulation to help with libido. Okay, so how do we use this? In the morning, in your morning routine, you just kind of roll out your muscles and joints, like your neck, your shoulders. Just see where you feel any pain. Wherever you feel the pain, you just rub it on that spot. It's quite simple, right? Your lower back, your back and neck, shoulders, elbows, knees. Right?
You guys, the pain is your body going, hey, I need some help here. So just honor that pain. And when you have the Deep Blue at home, you know the tool. You don't have to spend time on, you don't have to spend 15 minutes on the roller before you go out the door. You know what I mean? You just take the oil, take a swipe, hit the roller later when you have more time. So I just love the simplicity of the oil.
It can also be used before or after workouts. One, to speed warm-ups, and then after workout is to speed recovery. Mm-hmm. But our third in these?
Okay, so the next oil is copaiba. Copaiba is meant to support lowering inflammation on an internal level. So copaiba works to calm neurology. It's going to also help with keeping anxiety down. It also helps us to not feel so stressed. Evan and I both use 1 to 2, or I use 1 to 2 depending on my day, but 2 to 3, Evan. 2 to 3 drops in a veggie cap daily to reverse brain trauma for Evan, years of boxing. We as individuals, like me, who did not do boxing, I still benefit from using copaiba internally because it helps to keep inflammation down. I'm somebody who suffers from anxiety. I have a very hard time sleeping. I use copaiba every single night in combination with adaptive to help me go to sleep, because I do have pretty bad anxiousness at night. This is one of the few essential oils that can cross the blood-brain barrier. This is huge, you guys. This is so important. It can be taken internally to decrease systemic inflammation and can be layered on externally on top of the Deep Blue for extra support and keeping that inflammation down. And one last thing I want to say about copaiba. You guys, I know that CBD is super popular right now. The way that CBD works is it engages with the endocannabinoid system. CBD works on an enzyme that engages with the with the receptors that, of the that talk to the endocannabinoid system. Copaiba gets to bypass the enzyme. It has a chemical constituent called beta-caryophyllene, and it doesn't have to engage with that enzyme at all. Instead, the beta-caryophyllene comes in and talks right to the receptor straight in there. And so it works on the same part of the endocannabinoid system that CBD does. Now, some people prefer CBD, but if you're somebody that is going to be buying Copaiba, you should know you might be able to get rid of buying that CBD. It might help.
Yeah, and it has no psychoactive effects. Okay. Okay, so we talked about improving libido now. The first oil that helps with libido is ylang ylang, right? In Tagalog, it means the flower of flowers. It was traditionally used to cover the beds of newlyweds on their wedding night because it enhances the euphoric feeling during sex and reduces sexual anxiety.
And it's also, as I think we had said earlier, it helps stimulate circulation. So the more stressed out we are, the more we're going to have, the more men are going to have challenges with healthy circulation to keep erections healthy. So ylang ylang is going to be really helpful for that.
So it can be used all three ways, but the ways that we'll talk about the ways to use it in a couple slides, but mostly aromatically and topically. Okay, so this is a study that we have about in Indonesia. Ylang ylang has been used to enhance euphoric feelings during sex and reduce sexual anxiety. And here is where that study was.
It's also been reported to support healthy blood pressure. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, hypertension.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Immortelle anti-aging blend.
Okay, so this oil has this blend has essential oils that promote healthy cells. So as men age, the cells in the testes can become unhealthy. And so Immortelle is going to be great because it can help support healthy cells, which means healthy testosterone production, because that's where the testosterone is coming from in men, mostly from the testes. Now also Immortelle, because of the rose oil in here, and also because of the frankincense and the myrrh, also are going to work in combination with the ylang ylang to support healthy circulation. So you can do 1 drop of this and a couple rolls of this, and you could use it as a central massage, either directly on the male member, or you can massage in the lower abdomen or in the lower back area as well. Right. Now, we have some other side benefits to Immortelle, and you can actually get this one for free, you guys, this month. This is super special. You can also use this to support healthy glands all over the place. So adrenal glands can be supported. If you're somebody that experiences a lot of stress, you can roll the Immortelle there. If you have thyroid issues, or maybe your partner does, you can also take that same Immortelle blend, roll it on the thyroid. So it's just such a wonderful and diverse blend. It goes so much farther than just working on male health. It works very well with female health as well.
And so how do we use them? Melissa talked a little bit about this, but you put 2 drops of ylang ylang and 2 swabs of Immortelle on the male member to increase blood flow and get the party started. So prior to party time, you put on the ylang ylang and the Immortelle.
And also too, the combination smells like a male cologne. It's actually really, really nice. You have the muskiness of the Immortelle because there's the sandalwood, the myrrh, the frankincense. These are oils that are typically used in male cologne anyway. And then you have the sweetness of the ylang ylang. And it really smells like a delicious cologne. And so and women will be very attracted to that smell because of the ylang ylang.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, just smelling it helps to start stimulating blood flow. Okay, so have you noticed hair thinning? Either. Can I just say one thing about cologne?
Okay, another thing about cologne that's so important is cologne is so toxic. So when you buy cologne at the department store, Saks Fifth Avenue even, and you're buying these high-end brands, it doesn't matter how expensive the cologne is. You guys, that stuff is laden with synthetic fragrance. And synthetic fragrance, it acts like estrogen in the body. It's what's called, what's referred to as a xenoestrogen, xeno meaning foreign. So you're putting that oil, you're putting that stuff, that cologne, that scent onto the skin. 60% of it's getting absorbed straight into the bloodstream. It's mimicking estrogen, and so it's causing, and it's toxic, so it's causing inflammation, which is gonna boost that aromatization from testosterone, turning more of it into estrogen. It makes no sense. It's totally reverse the whole concept of cologne. So yeah, you might smell good, maybe you pick up on a woman at the bar, but ultimately your male health is depleting as a result of putting that on day in and day out. So why not just go natural?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're actually supporting all of that good stuff. Okay, sorry.
So now we'll talk about hair thinning, right? So either it's sometimes in the front, sometimes in the back. Yeah, if you've noticed hair thinning, we have a protocol that will work specifically for you. So this is my friend's friend, Hong Shua is my friend and shared this study with me. This picture to the left is his friend when he first met him, and then 4 months after using this protocol, peppermint, patchouli, lavender, and rosemary, you have that picture in the middle, and then 5 months after, so just 1 month from picture middle to the left, I'm sorry, 4 months plus 5 months, so 9 months from leftmost to rightmost. You see the picture. I met this guy. I actually pulled his hair a little bit on the top of his head just to see if it was legit, because I was not going to share a picture with any of my friends unless I knew if it was really working. And so this worked for him. And the way that he used this is that you wash and dry your hair thoroughly, and then you layer 1 to 2 drops of each of these oils where you want your hair to grow. Right? To make things easier for Melissa and I, we just put 20 drops of each of these in an 80 ml stainless steel water bottle, and then top the rest off with water, and we shake it and then put 2 sprays on the back of our head whenever we take a shower. We say twice daily here.
I do it in the front.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put it in the back of my head because I was having an issue back there, right? So I say twice daily, but I take way more than 2 showers a day. So sometimes it gets 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, and it's just a little spray.
Yeah. Okay, so how are you guys? Oh, can you use that for thinning eyebrows as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably want to take that solution and dip a Q-tip in it and then give it a nice little rub.
Yeah. Perfect. So I mean that's perfect, Alex. If anyone has any questions, just let us know. But on a scale now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about men's health and hormones? If you could please tell us now, and then please let us know, did the number go up? Were you a -1 and now you're a -5, right? Did the number go down? Did we totally confuse you, right?
Okay, Alex, nice. He popped up from, I think it was a 1 before, a 1 to a 4. Awesome.
Right.
7, woo, 6.
All right, we're getting above 5. We're
Okay,
good,
cool.
we're good. So, I mean,
7, Denise, yes.
these increases that you have in your knowledge, they may go away, but we will send you this. We'll send you the video.
We'll send you the
replay.
recording, and everybody that registered gets our protocol sheet, which has a little bit of this info in it as well. So we do hook you guys up with the information, because more than anything, we want you to feel empowered with knowledge to know this makes sense. I'm not crazy. Even though I'm going to my doctor and he's telling me everything is fine, but I don't feel fine, you have something that you can use to reference in terms of what can be done so you can start to feel better.
Okay, so the oils that boost male testosterone, the testosterone specifically, just the testosterone, would be cinnamon and ginger. Okay, so are you ready to add essential oils to your daily routine and reach the highest levels of optimal health? Right? You showed up today because you are getting older, or the man in your life is getting older and he needs help with testosterone, weight, libido, and hair. You've seen other sketchy, cheaper options, but you know that you get what you pay for, and the most of the time, those products don't work, or worse, they have horrible side effects. Right? You want the best, most effective, safest products in the world, because your hair, weight, and sex drive are very important. Right? So change begins with education and empowerment.
So at this point, you've been educated now, and it's time to empower you with natural solutions. So how do you get started? You might be asking, how do I get started? How do I make the biggest impact on my health? And how can I save the most money? And can I get started today? So we want to share with you guys, this is our customized male hormone starter kit. So it has all the hot oils that we talked about today: ginger, cinnamon, grapefruit, ylang ylang, all in here. And when you get started with our male hormone kit, We also are giving away some goodies. Okay, so if you live in the US or Canada, we are sending you a tangible live guide. If you're in the Philippines, we'll send you a digital one.
Right, that's a $10 value for the live guide.
We'll also send you this great like reference manual that you get, valued at $10.
Value.
I wrote this ebook. It's called The Lifestyle Edit, and it's actually $30. And this book is a great way to learn how to implement essential oils in your everyday life, from the beginning of your day to the afternoon, mid-afternoon, and evening time. So we also have a little video that we'll send you in case that you're interested in learning a little bit about doing doTERRA as a business as well. This part is totally optional. 90% of our people that get started, they just want to be customers. But if you're interested at all in learning about what we do, we'll talk to you a little bit about that. And you also get a detailed 30-day plan on how to use your oils in your male hormone kit. We talk to you one-on-one about how to boost the testosterone, lose weight, and grow your hair. But also you get a chance to talk with me about what else do you want to see happen in your life in terms of your health and wellness. And it's not just about you, the man, but also about anybody in your family that you want to ask questions about, because I will help you develop a little 30-day wellness plan for those in your family that you also want to see start to improve in their health and wellness through the use of essential oils.
Okay, you'll get access to our private members-only Facebook group where Melissa shares all her functional medicine essential oil secrets for real-world healthcare needs. If you get started today, you will also get a 1-year 25% off wholesale discount with doTERRA.
So somebody just asked, I'll get to that question.
Mm-hmm.
When you get started today, I already said this, you get a 30-minute wellness consult with me. You guys, I charge $400 an hour for appointments. So if you get started with this kit, you get that time with me for free. And it's genuinely because I want you to know how to use these oils for you and your family. You shouldn't have to be a natural medicine doctor to know how to take care of your family with natural solutions that work. So we talk to you about what your goals are. I share with you my go-to resources that even I use to look things up. And we also hook you into all of these community resources as well.
Okay, so these bonuses total have a value of over $500 USD. That's 26,500 pesos. My cousin is on this in the chat group. He might have added the numbers up. That's actually 572 US dollars, over 500. And I know that he probably did the math in his head. Okay, so how much do you save? If you bought all of these retail, our cinnamon is 32, ginger is 54.67, the grapefruit is 24, ylang 49.33. These are all the retail prices. So total retail cost is $195. Plus we get that over $500 in bonuses. That's a $695 value, but you don't pay $695, you pay $155 or 9,350 pesos if you're in the Philippines, right? But the kit for the $155, what exactly do you get for that kit, right? So what are we getting for this price? Okay, so let's break down the price a little more. So if we go to the wholesale prices, so that's 25% less. Cinnamon is 24, ginger is 41, grapefruit is 18, ylang 37, plus the wholesale membership for a year. So that's again 655 USD total value, right? But in every single bottle here, the 15 ml bottle of essential oils, that's 250 drops. Divide that by 3, that's 83 drops if you put the 5 ml cinnamon. So for your testosterone boosting, blood sugar balancing cinnamon, that is 29 cents per drop, right? For your, per drop, right? Yeah, per drop, and then that also equals per use. So for your testosterone boosting and tummy taming ginger, that's 16 cents per drop. And then for your detoxifying, lipolysis and adipogenesis, the fat burning grapefruit, that is 7 cents, only 7 cents per drop. And then the ylang, which is a libido / blood circulation boosting oil. Where's that here? Oh, I'm sorry, here. That is 15 cents per drop. And if you remember, essential oils are 70 times more powerful than dried herbs. So 1 drop is all you need per dose. 1 drop per dose is all you need. Okay, plus we can make our kit deluxe, right?
Yeah,
so
we have a special promotion right now, and you could take the male hormones kit and make it a deluxe by adding on the deep blue roll-on and the copaiba, okay? When you do that, you get the Immortelle for free. And you guys, the Immortelle is $70 wholesale US.
Right, and $92 retail.
So $92 retail. So if you add on these 2 oils, it'll automatically qualify you to get this one for free. And you get all of the amazing anti-inflammatory benefits of the topical anti-inflammatory deep blue support, the internal anti-inflammatory copaiba support.
And then you get the libido blood flow boosting super blend for free.
Totally.
Okay, so here is our male hormones kit deluxe. It's only $249. Plus you get that $582 USD in bonuses free, right?
It's such a great deal, and it's only happening right now.
And we have a guarantee.
Yeah, so I love that we have this 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you use your oils and you do the protocols and you are not totally satisfied in 30 days, doTERRA will happily refund you your money, which is great. So if you're ready to get started, you can go to bit.ly/true men's hormones. Or if you want us to text you that link, go ahead and send Evan a text message.
Right, or if you have any questions,
yes.
If you want to chat, whatever.
You can text Evan directly with country code 1, area code 415-740-7841 if you have any questions before buying the kit, or if you want us to text you that registration link, you are more than welcome to text him.
Okay, so now, right, do you have any questions for us? Right, you can put the questions in the chat, you can go in the Q&A, any male hormones questions. Melissa is going to do, and all of you are now on our email list, so we will let you know next time we have webinars. Melissa is going to do a webinar on female hormones, right?
Soon.
Thyroid.
Soon.
And
yeah. But we send out weekly emails and things like that with little bits of information and things like that as well. So we have one question already. Again, if you have a question, post it in the comment section. This is a chance for us to troubleshoot. We really like this webinar format because your face isn't on here, so you don't have to be shy or anything. So you can just post your questions in the chat box. We do want to hear from you. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this slide up, though, for anybody that wants to go ahead and grab this. Remember, our $500 in deal in bonuses only is available until this Sunday. So starting on Monday, if you email us for the link, it's not the boat. You can still use the link to purchase the products, but the $500 in bonuses are not going to be available. So just want to make sure that you screenshot this or go ahead and access it so that you can access it tomorrow or the day after. So we do have one question already here. So would love to talk to you more about how you use them in fighting.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Honey, I
and
feel
you
like
even
this is the protocol, right?
Right. This is the protocol. You used the word "used" with a D on the end, as if I'm no longer fighting, but I still fight every day. I try to. Young kids, it's a war between me and them. But so I use this
Not
every day.
kids, like men in their 20s.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about 13-year-olds, but I mean, like I think like a 25-year-old is a kid, and they're coming at me full blast, full of coffee and adrenaline. And this is what I do: the cinnamon and ginger. So I do the veggie cap, and I add cinnamon, ginger, ylang, but then I also add the anti-inflammatory oils, the copaiba also in there. So 2 to 3 drops of each of those, and then I do the deep blue on all my muscles and joints.
And then lifelong.
And lifelong vitality pack also.
Yeah. That's the one thing we didn't talk about today is the lifelong vitality pack. So I think that's a great thing. And if you have a doTERRA account, you definitely need to be taking those vitamins because, and if you're training, because they are so critical for the whole recovery and repair process. Yes.
Okay.
Do you do a different protocol for before and after?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So right now I'm doing only jiu-jitsu, right? So.
And trail running.
Oh, and trail running. Okay, so depending on what happens during the training process is what I do after. I'm basically trying to repair myself after. So after I take a shower and I put on like Melaleuca or some sort of
Skin cleaner.
some sort of skin cleaner because everyone else is sweat. And then on the trail run, if I fall down, like I do almost probably like 1 out of 3 times I fall down, something like that. So I do wash everything off and then I put the Immortelle on, right? But before and after an event, like a
fighting event?
Like a fighting event?
Like a training event, or maybe like a tournament or something.
Okay, yeah, like a fight, I would one thing I use is breathe, right? Like and then if it's a multi-round, like if it's a 3-round fight, in between the rounds, I would put breathe in the corner so that I can breathe it in, and then I would also put some citrus oil, like grapefruit or lemon or orange or whatever in the water, whatever water that I'm allowed to drink. I put the citrus oil in there too. Yeah.
Good question. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have any other questions before getting started, you are more than welcome to send Evan a text message. There's his phone number. If you're ready to grab your kit, go ahead and go to that website. Text any questions that come up when you're processing your order. We are here to answer your questions. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We so adore the opportunity to come together with community and have a chance to share this information. Our hope is that you can walk away from tonight feeling a little bit more empowered and strong in taking the reins on your health.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, you guys.